happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins. How you doing, Mara?
Hello. I'm doing great.
Good. Glad to hear it. Tried to do that whole intro in one breath and it didn't quite work out.
It's okay. I mean, we're oldish, so the whole
yeah.
sentences in one breath ain't really a thing anymore for us.
I just remember back in the day, I used to spit entire Eminem verses without even blinking and taking a breath, and it was just,
ooh, I know that feeling.
It was great. It was great.
Even like now, like when I'm in like the shower and I'm trying to like hit like a Meg the Stallion like flow line, and I'm just like, girl, city girl, oh my god. Or sometimes I hit it and then I'd be like, skip the song. I can't do it now. Go to the next one.
Oh man. What you been up to, Mara? What you been watching? What you been playing?
Wouldn't you love to hear it?
I sure would.
I finished updating my Sims 4 mods folder and I got to open the game on my computer and it runs beautifully.
Oh, good. Happy
so now,
you.
Thank you. So now I'm going to start testing it with like screen recording so we can get, or streaming or something like that, so we can get some stuff going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to now calendarize my life. I finally started getting some things actually put away. And I got a new PlayStation 5.
So I saw you post this on IG. So what, you had to return yours, or?
So I bought the extended coverage just because like I knew I purchased a refurbished or pre-owned PlayStation 5. And I was just like, I work in tech. I know how this shit works. The probability that something will go wrong exponentially higher when it's pre-owned. So I took it over to my local GameStop. However, the one I bought it from was not the local GameStop, but it's okay. I have a local GameStop. Took it to the local GameStop and I said, hey, I've had to restore this bitch like 5 times. Like when I say I was actively on a phone call with someone, turning on my PlayStation after I had just restored it earlier in the evening and waited for my stuff to re-download. I turned it on, saw my icon, and then literally within 30 seconds, I saw it go black and say, an error occurred. And I was just like, and that is the hump that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So I didn't know your PlayStation was refurbished. See, if I had known that originally, I'm like, oh yeah, you need to get that returned. Because the things you were saying that was happening with your PlayStation is not normal. So it was just like,
that's what I was being told. Someone was like, one of my friends from work was like, I feel like I had only restored mine once, and that was when I first got it. And then they were like, oh wait, no, I didn't do a restore. I just did a reset.
And I don't think I've ever had to restore my PlayStation. Like I had to do like some kind of one of those system checks, like when the power goes out and stuff like that. But you all right? You hear something? What happened?
No, it was a big ass fly. I mean, there are multiple children in my house right now, but
just making sure.
But yeah, so
start crying or something, you know.
They're 6 and 7; they'll be fine. No, I saw a big fly. But yeah, so I got my new PlayStation. Oh, so I went. They were going to offer me another refurbished one. They even offered me to swap it out for a digital one. But I remember hearing mixed reviews on getting digital because, I would have gotten money back. Like some people were telling me like they just didn't want the digital. Like they just ended up going back and getting a physical version anyway.
But
so
why?
I didn't really.
That doesn't make any sense. I haven't bought a physical PlayStation game since like 2011.
Yeah. So I mean, the only physical disc
Actually,
game
no,
that
correction, because I got the physical version of Miles Morales when I got the PS5.
which is what I was going to say. So
But
that's the only physical disc game that I have that can go in this. Whatever. But yeah, so I got it set up. Oh, so they offered me to do all that, and I was like, "Do you have any brand new ones?" And then you just tell me what the difference is, because at this point, I don't want to lug
I don't
this.
trust it.
Yeah, like I don't trust it. One, I don't want to lug this back over here, even though it's like a 5 to 10 minute walk away from my house. I live in the hood. I'm not trying to walk around with PlayStation 5
With a PlayStation 5
in my hands. Like, I'm a small person. I have a lot of pent up rage from the last 20 something years, but I don't want that shit to be tested while I'm carrying a PlayStation 5, because people are carrying guns and I don't do that. So, but yeah, so I got a brand new one with the still 1 year protection. I brought it home yesterday. I set it up. I downloaded my game. So, guess who's playing The Quarry tonight?
You sure?
No, but the hope is that
that's
I
the
will.
plan. That's the plan. Okay.
That's the plan, because the save data is there, so I can continue the game. Because I'm not starting that shit over. There's too many decisions that were made, and I'm not trying to redo them.
I feel you.
So we had some wins. I said I wanted to do these things. I wanted to get the Sims done, and I wanted to get the PlayStation taken care of. And you know what? We've done it.
Well, I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Watching, I made it to season 3 of Vampire Diaries, and I started a documentary about how all of our food is trying to kill us. And I watch it when I take my lunch breaks.
So you watch it while you eat.
Yes, because then I whisper to my food, it's like, kill me, you bitch. I'm already eating you. Like,
it's like, you die first. I got it. I feel you. Yeah. Yeah.
But essentially, leafy greens, dangerous. Forever dangerous. It's always a risk.
The stuff they're trying to tell us to eat are the dangerous ones. See? Bacon don't do me like that. But okay.
But yeah, so that's it.
Cool. How
about yourself?
Yeah. I haven't picked up Baldur's Gate again yet. But that's been on purpose, because again, I know if I start
the system.
You
waiting for console still?
No, I was never waiting for console. I was waiting because I have other work that I'm supposed to be doing. And if I sit down and start playing Baldur's Gate, that's all I'm going to do. And nothing else is going to get done. So I know myself. So I'm telling myself I'm going to wait until I install this bad boy on my PC. It's SSD.
Is it a hard drive?
It's SSD, yeah.
I need to get one for my PlayStation.
Yeah, so your PlayStation comes with it. Is an SSD, but it's just, you're talking about just expand the hard drive space?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's never really been a thing to me. I just delete shit. I don't give a fuck.
I've already downloaded 3 games and shit, and it's like I only
got like but you're only going to play one of them. Well, that's what I'm being serious though. Like when people say, like, I don't want to keep, I'm like, but you're not going to play them all. Like you're only going to play one of them. Delete the ones you're not going to play right now, and then re-download them later. Like, no, it's like, it's really not that hard, people. No, like y'all are making this more difficult than it needs to be.
No, I want all the options now.
I don't know. It's just,
it took an hour for The Quarry to download. I don't want to wait for another game to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. That might be an internet thing.
I have a gig of internet, and it's just me and one small person with one device in here.
Did you check the speed on it, like on the PlayStation?
I should have. I have not.
Yeah, do that. Maybe there's something going on with your speed, because it shouldn't take that long. But even so, like, just kind of got to think ahead. If you know you want to play something later on, pull out your phone and say, hey, PlayStation, download this shit, and PlayStation will do it.
You're right. I've been doing that at work. Well, that's what I was doing at work with the old one, when I'd be at work, and then I would check on see if there was something else I wanted to put on it, and then I'd be like, okay, download that, because I know it's in rest mode, so download that while I'm here. And then I'd come home and have to erase it.
Oh man. Well, hopefully you don't have to go through that anymore.
I hope not.
But yeah, that's all. I haven't been playing anything. But as far as what I've been watching, finished the most recent season of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Left on a cliffhanger, of course. So I'm just like, I need season 3 now. I need y'all to go ahead and get there. Let's make this happen. Pay the
Ooh,
writers, pay your actors, so we can get back to this,
facts.
please.
I also caught up on, I think I've talked about it on here before. There was this show that CBS used to have, but now it's Paramount, called Evil, with the dude who used to be is it the guy who played Luke Cage? Yes, it's Mike Coulter and a couple other people. So I caught up on the 3rd season of that, and it was getting to a place where I was like, oh my God, is this gonna come back? And then I had to look it up, and it was renewed for a 4th season, but with everything,
Everybody's on strike. We'll talk about that later on. But
okay. But it's
yeah.
good, and it also ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah. So there's that. But also season 2 of Killing It on Peacock is out. So we've been watching that too. Great
Killing It.
show.
It's about
Yeah,
murder.
Killing It. No.
Oh,
Craig Robinson and I don't know old girl's name. But yeah, funny ass show. I love it. Um but Craig Robinson is one of my favorite people on the planet. So it's just,
Claudia O'Doherty.
the Australian.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's those two. Great show. So
Is it a
it's on
comedy?
Peacock. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that a watch. Craig Robinson's funny.
I enjoy him very much. But yeah, that's really it. Well, that and Big Brother, of course. But that's gonna be my story all the time. We gotta.
Any more N-word drops?
No, ain't nobody else been saying nigga. So it's that's why I was. It's funny. I was telling Amani the other day, and I've told her several times, like, this is why I couldn't be on this show, because like Brittany was telling me, like, you should try to get on Big Brother. You probably do well. I'm like, no, for 2 reasons. One of those reasons being my memory is shit. So I'll be forgetting stuff all the time. There's a lot of things when you get toward the end, they start doing competitions about remembering certain things that happened in week 1, and we in week like 12 and shit. And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I'm
So
gonna need you to give me a recap.
yeah, so there's that. And then also like just the social aspect of it, of me having to be nice to that many people for that long. I can't do it. I cannot, because I'll get sick of them all. And I'll be like, you know what? No, fuck you, and 4 motherfuckers that look like you. Like I'd be done with them after like 2 weeks. I know me. But also this whole thing here, like the fact that they ticked him off just because he used nigga. It wasn't, they didn't say because you white instead, nigga. They said because you used a racial slur, you went against Big Brother's code of conduct. I say nigga all the time.
Probably in every other sentence.
Like, so at some point, I was gonna say nigga, and I was gonna get kicked out. So
I say it so frequently, like in every other sentence, that I dropped it at work because someone at work was like at the end of their shift, and like there was like maybe like 15 minutes left, but there were still people like in our like service queue. And he was like asking, like, should I go do this? Should I go like, triage, or try to grab like an express or something like that? Or should I just, start to go up towards the back and start getting myself together? And I was like, nigga, if you don't get yourself ready to go home. And then he was like, Mara. Because
yes,
of course,
Matt, I know you never say it.
as you shouldn't. Because he's not, because he was not black. And so he was just like, Mara.
Speaking of, like, back when I first got back into insurance, when you knew that they send you out with other agents, and all that for training, and I was riding around this old white dude named Brooke is his name, and I kind of we were talking about his clients and what he does every day and all that, and he was talking about his annuity clients and what he made in commission off of one of his annuity sales. And as soon as he said the number, like without thinking, I was like, nigga, what? And just like I realized I said it. I'm like, Because the number was preposterous, Mara.
I can imagine. To drop nigga what in a work meeting. I was once asked at work, and I know this is kind of like sidetracking. I was in a we have like these like clubs that we have, or not like clubs, but we have like groups where like it's considered like a safe space. We have spaces for people of like different backgrounds and stuff. Because like in my company, we're worldwide, so like the chances are that like everyone you work with will be the same. I mean, unless you're like in a certain country or so, will be the same. But even then, like people still look different from you. People identify differently. We have all these groups, right? And I was in one. I'm in, black, and I'm also in the like the black one. I'm also in the the Native American Indian one. And I think I was asked. They asked when did I join the group, and I thought they said, why? So me not thinking, I instinctively said to my white manager, who is also in that group, I was like, oh, because I'm black. And the whole group, like the whole room, just burst into laughter because they were like, she said, why? I mean, when? And I was like, oh. A year ago.
Mara. Wow, Mara. Wow.
Yeah. Well, me and that manager constantly have like these weird interactions, because like there was another time when in like a meeting we were doing an icebreaker, and it was like, what's a dish you've had that the first time that was like memorable to you, and I was like, oh, the first time I had curry goat. And then she goes, oh, what's that? And I was like, goat that's curried. And then every black person in the room started cracking up because I said it, because it was like also 8 a.m. when they're asking this. So I was like, because my face was like, goat that's curried. Like, what is wrong with you?
Why I couldn't be on Big Brother, because at some point early in the morning somebody would say something stupid to me and I would react accordingly without knowing that I was doing that. Yeah, they'd hate me and I'd get kicked out very soon.
When I think of all the times I wanted to be on America's Next Top Model, besides all the toxicity on it and the fact that I am not tall enough to really be a model, I used to be like, I couldn't be on here. The shit that I would say would just have these bitches mad.
Yeah. But
sorry.
No big. Yes.
Ooh. 100 degrees? I love the heat, but that's too much.
Really? You hotter than we are here. It is 91 degrees right now.
It is 74 degrees, and apparently it's drizzling. I don't hear anything on my air conditioner, but it's cool out. When I ran to the supermarket this morning, it was
that just went up. It is now 92.
Damn.
But anyway, those of you watching live, thank you so much for watching live. But if you're not watching live, know that you can do that. It's very easy. You just go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. You go there, you hit the subscribe button also. That supports us. We really appreciate that. But guess what? You can do that for free if you have Amazon Prime. Because if you have Amazon Prime, that means you got Prime Gaming, which gives you a free Twitch sub every month, along with a bevy of other free shit from Twitch. It's great. Enjoy it. You also get the custom emotes and shit. Like you get my bow down emote, you get Matt's, and I took that personally emote. You get the spit and swallow emotes. We got plenty of them. So you can use the custom emotes and shit too. But also, if you're watching live, another way to do that is by going to YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. You go there and you can subscribe for free, the free 99, and you do that. That supports us as well. Drop some comments in there. Boosts us up in the algorithms. So more people watch us and all that kind of stuff. Also, while you're there, next to the subscribe button, a little bit over, you scroll over a little bit, there's a bell. When you hit that bell, there's a little bean underneath it. Take that finger and you flick that bean. And when you do that, you get notified every time we go live, every time we drop new videos, all that good shit. And speaking of flicking that bean, another way you can watch us is later on Pornhub at pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. Do that, make Matt happy, because that's Matt's favorite place for you to watch us. He loves to see those Pornhub numbers go up. it's where he gets his true pride in Creatia World. Now, if you want to support us financially, the best way to do so is by going to Patreon at patreon.com/Creatia World. You go there, you get like some real cool exclusive stuff. Like for just $1, you get Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter. We're going through old WCW stuff. We watch all the Nitros leading up to a pay-per-view and that corresponding pay-per-view. We just finished Starrcade 1997, the biggest pay-per-view in WCW history, so go check that out. But we're about to do Sold Out in 1998, the follow-up of that, and things are really shaking up in WCW now. But you get that, but you also get the whole back catalog of all the ones we've done already. So go back there and you watch all that, just $1. But in addition to that, you also get Multiverse, myself and Mara the Shark Watkins here. We just did Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham. That was the last one we did. That's up now. And we're about to do next month will be Batman The Long Halloween Part 1 for September, and then Batman The Long Halloween Part 2 for October.
In time for spooky season.
Yes.
If anyone's following me on any of the socials, you know I am fucking ready for spooky season. I've never actually been this early anticipating for spooky season. I mean, also because this summer was kind of like whack, troubling. But yeah, spooky season. It's around the corner and I can't wait.
Dope.
Pumpkin spice lattes just came back to Starbucks today.
I'd rather have an apple cider.
I want an apple cider too. I can't wait to go apple picking.
But Mara, it is time.
It is.
It is music time. So, let's start in some Sony news, shall we? Some PlayStation.
Sony should send me another PlayStation.
You said what?
I was like, Sony should send me another PlayStation just for what I went through.
So, Sony's portable PlayStation Portal is what it's called now. Launches later this year for $199.99. Sony's PlayStation handheld will stream PS5 games. So, Sony is officially launching this portable PlayStation later this year. The PlayStation Portal Remote Player, the handheld device will stream PS5 games over Wi-Fi and features an 8-inch LCD screen running at 1080p resolution at 60 frames per second. Sony says the PlayStation Portal will be available later this year, priced at $199.99. Quote, you got here, the PlayStation Portal will connect remotely to your PS5 over Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to swiftly jump from playing on your PS5 to your PlayStation Portal, end quote, says Hideaki Nishino, Senior Vice President of...
I said Nishino.
Yeah. Senior Vice President of Platform Experience at Sony Interactive Entertainment. Quote, PlayStation Portal can play supported games that are installed on your PS5 console and use the DualSense controller. The PlayStation Portal features prominent controllers on each side that look very much like Sony's PS5 DualSense controllers. They support adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, so PS5 games will feel similar to using a dedicated DualSense controller. The PlayStation Portal will also be capable of playing media, as the home screen has a dedicated section for its mirroring your PS5. You won't be able to run anything locally, though. So if you don't have Wi-Fi, then you're out of luck.
Do you have to be on the same Wi-Fi
as of right now? Yes, I'm sure they'll update later on to where you can do it in other places. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing.
Matt
so
that.
You said what?
Matt said, "Give me that."
Yeah, I can see why Matt would use it when you know his household situation kind of makes sense. Strangely, the $199.99 handheld won't work with Sony's upcoming cloud streaming for PS5 games. Games that must be streamed on PS5 using the PS Plus Premium membership are not compatible, says Sony. So the PlayStation Portal is really a way to stream PS5 games you already have installed on your own PS5 onto a handheld for remote play. You'll need an internet connection capable of at least 5 megabytes per second, and Sony is recommending 15 megabytes per second for the best experience. Let's see. PlayStation Portal doesn't have Bluetooth, so you won't be able to connect to wireless headphones with Sony's Pulse 3D headset. Instead, it uses a PlayStation Link wireless technology, a new proprietary standard for PlayStation devices. PlayStation Link is designed to deliver
low latency, lossless audio, and Sony is also launching a wireless headset and buds that support PlayStation Link. Um, You'll be able to use this new headset or buds with a PS5 through a USB adapter, but with rumors of a PS5 Slim on the way, it's easy to imagine PlayStation Link will be integrated into future PS5 models. The PlayStation Link standard will also be available for third-party manufacturers to use. Thankfully, the PlayStation Portal also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for wired audio.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So that's the gist of it. Yeah, Matt said I like playing while watching TV. Also, I want to take it on the go out of the house. So, well, like I said, that's one of those things I feel like that can change with a software update at some point. So
True.
that's one of those things like they're not saying you can do it right now because you can't do it right now, but I'm sure at some point they'll make that something that you can do.
Yeah, I have so many feelings about this. Like, I mean, I agree with you. Like, a lot of these things probably could be upgraded, like, change with the software update or so. I just feel like the fact that you have to right now remain on the same Wi-Fi as your PlayStation, because then I guess my second question would be, can I play games on, like, it's just like a mirror, right? So it's like, essentially, if Kiddo wanted to play something on the 5 on the TV, but I wanted to play on the portal, you see what I'm saying? Like, what is the fucking point?
Well, that's a very specific use case right there, but
like, also, because like I've said it before, like, the part of the reason why I had considered the digital version at first when I first thought about getting a PlayStation was because I was like, well, I don't buy physical disc games, and I kind of like just get everything from the catalog or like the monthly games that come with PlayStation Plus, but you can't even play those either.
Yeah, you can.
It just said you can't stream
that's streaming for PlayStation Plus Premium. That's a different thing than the monthly games you get for free. That's different.
Yeah, no, but I have both. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where most of my games come from, is the streaming, like, catalog option, and then also like the monthly games that I get.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, so the ones that I would want to play, like, if I was just sitting in my fucking bed, instead of staring at my TV, like, I can't really even do those. But like, I'm kind of like trying to understand what's the difference between this and the remote play app.
That's what this is made for. It's because it's basically they took a PlayStation 5 controller, so it does everything a PlayStation 5 controller does, as so you can like just have that screen and everything right there in your hands.
Oh, because I was gonna say, like, honest to God, I could do the same thing with my iPad and just pair my PlayStation controller to that.
Yeah, you can. That's also an option, but doing that in bed is harder. So it's just
barely. But yes, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I just kind of figure, I guess, because I already have that technology, like, already readily available to me. I guess, like, I'm just trying to be like, I would have loved the PlayStation Portal if it was something along the lines of what the PSP was.
And it would have cost a whole lot more money if it was.
It would have what?
It would have cost a whole lot more money if it was.
No, I understand. It's just pretty much, I feel like you're paying $199 for a hybrid screen controller.
Yeah. That's exactly what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Like I said, for somebody who doesn't, if you don't use remote play a lot, it's not going to appeal to you. So it's just, that's what it's for. It's for people who use remote play a lot. I use remote play pretty often. I use it on my PC here and stuff like that. So it's just,
if my dad, if you're watching this, if you want to know something I would like for Christmas, this would be it. I guess. I don't want to spend the $200, but if you need an idea for Christmas, this is pretty much it.
Because it's one of those things, like the PlayStation is downstairs, the bedroom, like the master bedroom is upstairs. So it's like, if I want to feel like playing on my PlayStation right now, it's like, but I don't want to go downstairs. I can just,
Oh, my living room is also my bedroom. So like, it's kind of like an all-in-one setup. I'm sorry, Matt. Well, I have a PSP.
I mean, we reported on this a while back. We knew what this was.
Yeah. No, I know that. I remember hearing about this. I forgot about this until like, that now they're announcing like when I guess it's coming out later this year and more of what it's capable of.
Yeah, that was
But
when we had like back-to-back weeks of like this weird PlayStation news, and it just all was adding up to them making sex robots. And yeah.
well, they've already got you with your system in your bed, so it's only a matter of time
We're
until
almost there. We are almost there.
what are they called on Rick and Morty? The Gazorpazorps or something like that? The
Oh, the
robots?
robots? Yeah, I don't remember what they were called.
Oh man, now I gotta look it up. But we can keep moving on. I'll figure it out though.
So in some sadder news here, Bioware is laying off 50 employees.
Damn.
Yeah, Bioware, if you all know, they make Mass Effect, Dragon Age, those. They also made what was that?
Oh, I was right.
About what?
They're from the robot was from the planet Gazorpazorps.
Oh, okay.
How do you know when to name her too?
I see.
I would pay $500 if the portal gave me a blowjob.
I mean, people have paid more. But anyway, Dragon Age and Mass Effect studio Bioware has announced plans to lay off approximately 50 people. So in a blog post, Bioware general manager Gary McKay said reorganizing its teams was necessary as Electronic Arts Studio rethinks its approach to development. Here's a quote. In order to meet the needs of our upcoming projects, continue to hold ourselves to the highest standard of quality, and ensure BioWare can continue to thrive in an industry that's rapidly evolving, we must shift toward a more agile and more focused studio, he wrote. Will allow our developers, blah blah blah. There's a whole lot of jargon here, basically to say to make things better and run more smoothly and be more streamlined on shit. We got to let some people go. We're going to try to put them in, other places in EA. So most people can try to have a job still.
Yeah.
Yeah. But inevitably some people are not going to find a spot and they're going to lose their job.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad. BioWare's, got to fire some people, but so what we keep hearing, like, in tech and all that kind of stuff, people just losing their jobs all over the place. I mean, it happened to me last year. So
it's part of the reason why it's just so. My brother was asking me about like, would I leave like my retail job, for like another job, and I was like, I would love to. It's so hard right now too. It's borderline abusive trying to get out of this bitch. I just want a Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I just want my Saturdays and Sundays back.
Oh man.
But I get it. It's hard to work in tech and gaming and pretty much anything in media.
Yeah. All right. So we got some more news here as far as the Hollywood strike goes. So talks heat up in Hollywood, but studio tactics are angering the striking writers. So this comes from actually the Washington Post by Erica Werner. Writers exploded with fury Wednesday after offers from the studio were made public. An attempt, the writers said, to divide them as their strike drags past 100 days. The release came after a meeting Tuesday night between Writers Guild of American negotiators and the heads of major studios, including Bob Iger of Disney. Typically, the studios had been represented by labor lawyers who negotiate on their behalf with the writers' union. The meeting was unusual. It did not go well. Here's a quote. This wasn't a meeting to make a deal. This was a meeting to get us to cave, WGA negotiators said in a message to members late Tuesday. Which is why, not 20 minutes after we left the meeting, the AMPTP released its summary of their proposals. The WGA said they have been at loggerheads with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, the labor negotiating arm for major studios and streaming services. This was the company's plan from the beginning, not to bargain, but to jam us. This was also a quote, sorry. It is their only strategy to bet that we will turn on each other. The writer strike is now dragging toward its 115th day, and despite consistent displays of unity, well-staffed picket lines, writers are increasingly eager for it to end. Many union members are running through their dwindling savings, and with actors reaching 40 days of striking, Hollywood is at a standstill. Nevertheless, writers and actors say they will not cave because their industry is at an existential moment, even if studios don't see it that way.
I thought you were gonna say they were having an existential crisis.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah. I don't know why part of that was funny. Like I'm just picturing like the ATP like just like
Here's a quote: "Our priority is to end the strikes so that valued members of the creative community can return to what they do best and end the hardships that so many people and businesses that service the industry are experiencing." Carol Lombardi, president of the AMPTP, said, of course she did, in a statement accompanying the offer. "We have come to the table with an offer that meets the priority concerns the writers have expressed. We are deeply committed to ending the strike and are hopeful that the WGA will work toward the same resolution."
no.
Oh man. Let's see. The studio offer makes let's see. Do we have the
Significant
actual
concessions.
I know, but I was looking to see if I had the actual release statement, but I don't see it here. Okay. The studio offer makes significant concessions in wage increases and begins to address writers' concerns about streaming, artificial intelligence, and quote writers' rooms. How many writers can be hired on the show without going nearly as far as writers would like? The Writers Guild statement said in response that the offers quote limitations and loopholes and omissions fail to sufficiently protect writers from the existential threats that caused us to strike in the first place, which is the point. Like dude, you're not doing like actually fixing the problems that we said are there. You just putting a little band-aid on and say, oh, it's fine, fine, don't look over here, we can go around this and still fuck you over later on. But you know,
they're spraying the house fire with a hairspray bottle of water, basically.
So it goes on from there. But yeah, the writers are not happy. The studios are trying to, you know, do some shady shit. Hopefully, hoping that the writers will start to, you know, turn on each other and all that and give up and just cave. And they're not doing it.
No, they tried to do that with Stephen Amell in the actors one, and that didn't really work. And now he just looks fucking foolish picketing out there. The memes that came of that man being outside picketing, hysterical.
Yeah, that was one that's just like, dude, you fucked up. You should like just stay inside.
Right? You should have just stayed home. Because like, you know, his agent or his publicist got on after he made all of those comments, like at the panel he was talking through, the comments he made afterwards saying that like how he wished that stuff had stayed private, and then like a week later was on the picket lines. I was like, bro, you look foolish.
Yeah.
You look stupid. And you know his publicist was like, get your ass outside in a shirt. I've already scurried it over to you, and pick up a sign and fucking march before you don't have any more fucking work, because people are pulling shit like crazy. You know, they were on the phone lighting that man's phone the fuck up.
Indeed. But you know what's not foolish, Mara?
Paying for Patreon.
Yeah, supporting us on patreon.com/Creatia World. Because if you go there, you get this show and all of our other shows ad free. But since you're not watching us there, here's some ads. Spice things up in the bedroom. Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description. And we back, y'all. So.
Okay, there we
go. Mara, question for you.
Possibly
what do you know
answer.
about the Atari?
No.
Damn.
Why is everyone getting COVID again?
The vid got him.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Will.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Please rest. Drink lots of tea or whiskey, whatever your medicine of choice is.
He's in Tennessee. It's probably whiskey.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably good too.
Damn.
Oh, I thought they were saying I too have COVID, but okay.
No,
well,
no.
Damn. Okay, so it's all right. This feels like a test. I know it's a gaming system from the late 80s, early 90s.
Really?
I don't know.
I need you to go back further than that. Yeah.
Okay, it's the early 80s.
That's more accurate.
Okay, so from the early mid 80s. It has one of the flat controllers, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Or is that NES?
I mean, NES does have a flat controller, but
okay, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna move on from here. Basically,
I know.
the reason why I asked is because they're bringing out the Atari 2600 Plus. We got a trailer for it here. Let's look at that.
Okay.
You all right over there? So yeah, the original Atari was even before me, but
Oh. Thank you. Sold separately. Okay. I would get this just for the pure joy of recording Luna, just seeing it set up and then being like, what is it?
oh man.
Me too.
So yeah, that's coming
Okay, so
out in November.
it was a joystick one. Okay. I think I was picturing the NES controller in my head.
Yeah.
That's the round, like it's almost like a I was thinking of this open image. I have a whole mouse, yet I keep using the trackpad on my computer. This.
Oh, that's the Super NES. It's not even the NES.
Or even like
that's the Super Nintendo controller. The original Nintendo controller was a rectangle and only had the A and B button. There was no X and Y.
Is it this one?
Yes, that's the original NES controller.
Okay. That I was picturing.
That's the first system I ever played was the original NES.
Okay, I was picturing like a hybrid of these two when we were talking about Atari. I've played like arcade games that advertise, like that are from Atari. Like if I've been to an arcade, but did I own one? No. The first TV system that I played was the Nintendo 64, and it wasn't even mine. But the first system, the first plug-in to the TV system I had was a GameCube.
I see.
Did that explain a lot? Yeah.
Yeah. Children. Let's see. Let's get into another trailer.
Love this. It's a great way to end a day.
Yeah.
For the show, because the day is technically not over, unless you're international.
This is a short one.
What is it?
Good Burger 2.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, Jackson! Hey, man. You almost car-burgered me to death. The new adventures of Ed and Dex starts now!
That's the scene they were showing before with Kel and that makeup making him look like somebody auntie.
Yeah, because I was like, why he look like
it's the makeup.
Yeah, the makeup is killing me. Because it looks like the makeup makes it look like he's a character from The Mask.
Yeah, very, very bad makeup choice. Whoever that makeup artist is, do better.
It's almost like it's kind of, it almost looks like Kel had like a beard going on, and then they shaved it, but he still had like a shadow going on, and they were just like, we can only make up this away because we don't want the same thing that happened in Justice League to also happen here. But yes, I am also going to get not super, but violently high and watch that because that is how I will get through that. Violently high.
Let's see what else we got here. We got
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. It's going to be on Paramount Plus, so I'll definitely be able to see that when as soon as it drops.
Order.
Speaking of Paramount Plus, my price for Paramount Plus just went up, and I'm just like, fuck you. They do that thing where they now add Showtime into it now, so they raise the price. I'm like, fuck you.
I was gonna upgrade mine so I could get the commercial free option because I watched all of Evil season 2 and 3 with commercials. That shit is rough.
You did that on purpose?
I just because I didn't want to pay more, and then I was about to.
I hear you, but then
they said, "Oh, well, I got the limited commercials plan," but then they were like, "Oh, now everything's going up," and I was just like, "Oh, can I live with the commercials? Would it be 2 or 3 of them at a time? And they're not skippable like YouTube's are. Like YouTube, I can at least get by because maybe like 1 in 3 commercial breaks will be one that's like, oh no, the video will just continue after the ad. But most of the time, there's a skip.
Yeah. All that to say, Paramount, damn you, because I paid it. But still, like, just because I'm not doing ads. I can't do it. Like I've tried before. I've tried going back to the things with ads, and when I did, it was painful, and just couldn't do it.
It's just, oh my god, $6 a month more to just to not have commercial. And I mean, yes, would I be grateful to have access to Showtime? Yes, because I don't know what the fuck I have access to anymore, but.
I don't even know what's on Showtime. That's one of those things that's just like
I want to watch. I want to continue Yellow Jackets.
Never seen.
It's really good in a really fucked up way. I don't know what else is on Showtime actually other than that. I didn't watch. I did not really get to partake in that reboot that they did of Dexter.
I forgot that happened.
I try to forget that happened just because of how like the show ended, like with the original show, and then it's like now we're gonna see lumberjack Dexter. Like I don't know if I want that. And then also like on top of that, like I
think they're actually continuing. They're not like starting over. They're continuing.
No, yeah, they continued it. Like it follows up, and Harrison apparently has like this also fucked up way of thinking. So he's just like, Dad, help me because I knew you were alive.
Harrison's his kid. Okay.
Yeah, Harrison's the kid. That the
is he still with the mama, the crazy mama? Well, not actually his mama, but yeah.
Oh, the crazy bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't watch far enough into the continuing show to find out what happened with her because that was also the confusing thing. Like she was a very like everyone on that show knew she was a serial killer and a criminal. And Dexter was like, raise my son.
But I say just left his kid with her.
Raise my boy to be the best man he can be, which obviously she did a shit job at because he's still out here like, Dad, I have thoughts of killing people. What? Or at least that's what I assume is the basis of the show. Because I only got up to the point where Harrison was like, hey, I'm your son.
I see. All right. I got another trailer here.
They got the ghost of Deb fucking follow him around. And I was like, let the bitch be dead. Let her rest.
Really? They doing the get dead ghost thing? Okay.
Yeah.
So we got something here. It's called Haunty. I guess
that's
how you pronounce this. It's a game. Yeah.
I like that name. That's what it looks like. What's happening? Oh.
Yeah, I am. Actually, tell me.
This looks like something I would love to play on my iPad. Mom and Dad came together and had a bunny. I can't get over that move. It just looks like they're just like, yeah, look at me. Like, nah. Whenever any of my friends have kids now,
Mhm.
that is how I want to be referred to. Not auntie,
Haunty.
haunty. So I
I
can be their
will keep
emo
that in
haunty aunt.
mind.
Yes. That's your haunty, Mara. Why do we call her haunty? Because she likes Halloween.
Because she's a fucking weirdo. That's why.
That too.
So we got some more news here.
Huh?
Rick and Morty,
Ooh.
season 7. We got a premiere date. And we know
Finally.
Justin Roiland won't be there, of course. But so the Adult Swim hit gets a return date with show's co-creator no longer involved as the network pledges the new episodes will raise the bar. Quote. The Emmy-winning sci-fi comedy is coming back Sunday, October 15th at 11 p.m. Like previous recent seasons. The new season will include 10 episodes. So yeah, there's more to the article, but none of that really matters. Rick and Morty comes back October 15th. So
Woo!
here we go.
Like I said last week when me and Will were covering that we would get the premiere date this week, I explicitly said I hate when they say this will raise the bar or this will surpass whatever. And I was just like, you're setting yourself up for failure because if it's not swinging and kicking out the gate, or if the voices sound like they just don't match well or they don't vibe well, because that's also the concern I have, like them being so closely. I know they said that they were getting sound alikes, but it's just like, you know how like when people hit like certain notes and keys, and
certain
stuff
inflections
like that,
and all that,
you'll hear it, like you'll tell very quickly. So
I like the way they addressed it on Solar Opposites. That was funny. They just basically said like something weird happened and now Corvo's voice is weird. So,
I haven't watched the most recent season, so I will have to check that out.
it was funny. I'm like, okay.
I like Solar Opposites.
Mm-hmm.
That whole storyline that they had of like the people in the wall, like that whole arc,
that whole thing
was just fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's still going, by the way. So.
I love that. Do they still the beginning of every episode where the oldest one is Corvo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When he does like his little monologue in the beginning,
it changes every time.
Is they still doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. I love those. You know how many episodes it took me to realize that he was doing that?
That he was changing the end part every time?
The story he changed like what he was ranting about every episode. But
great shit. All right. One more trailer and then we'll get going. All right.
We won't hold up your whole afternoon, even though you're welcome to sit with us. Although Luna will hate y'all for that. So
yeah. Expendables 4 trailer here. The Red Band trailer.
They're still making these.
Yeah. I've only seen the first one, but they're still making it.
I want to see all of them. I've only seen like parts of the first one. I think because I tried to start it at midnight, and that's never a good idea for me. So
yeah, I saw the first one in theaters. I was living in Tallahassee at the time. I will never forget it. It's a great time.
On September 22nd,
time for
Biddy.
we heard you.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, we got ladies.
And clear. Please make Expendables 4 rated R. There better be violence and lots of it. I want all the blood and guts.
All of it.
Fuck it.
First things first.
Holy shit. My mind is full of these brutal fantasies.
Damn.
Now become
Your life sucks.
It's a great idea. Well, I ain't playing no more.
They do know like boats like that are not supposed to be moving like that, right?
Doesn't matter.
Fucking tell me! You're welcome! Now that's what I'm talking about. be back.
I like how everyone else has a last name on there, and then when you look back at it, 50 Cent is just 50 Cent.
Enjoy the show.
Nobody care about that nigga real name.
Expendables.
It's 50.
I mean, they could just put Cent, like we would have known.
Rated R. In theaters September 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I will eventually get through all of these. I mean, if they're gonna keep making them, I'll get through them.
There you go. But that's going to be it for today, Mara. And thank you all for watching. We really appreciate y'all. Don't forget you can follow us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. And also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, you want to check out our Facebook groups, one of them being facebook.com/group/DemDragons if you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, or if you just think dragons are cool like I do. So go there, join that group. And also, share some memes in there. Get the conversation going. Have a good time with us. Now, if you're a wrestling fan, the place you want to be is facebook.com/groups/Smacking It Raw. You go there. It's the official Facebook group for our wrestling podcast, the Smacking It Raw podcast, the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub that goes live every Saturday night at 11 Central. That's midnight Eastern. Said that backwards, but
12-11 Central.
Yeah. Every Saturday night. Check that out. The Warden, Matt Ritter, Vince Daddy Delgado, Katie Kinsey, Bay. Every Saturday night. Once again, check that out. Now, if you're looking for me, you want to find me on the socials, you want to go to Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That's at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
All the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads when I feel like it.
Threads is the thing too. I just don't use it. At TikTok too. I just don't use it.
That seems to be the trend. At Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK.
Yeah. Bring the surprise titties to Threads like it is on Twitter, and I'll be there.
Or what is it? Wagon Wednesday. That's it. That's all I know.
Yeah, Titty Tuesday, Wagon Wednesday. There's a time they did a Thong Thursday thing, but it's just like I see that all the time anyway. So
that's so 2002.
Yeah. Moaning Mondays, Freaky Fridays, but that's not really a Twitter thing. Those are all different shit.
Moaning Mondays. That's new.
No, not really. That's
to me.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, Moaning Mondays. The fuck is that?
Yeah, well, ask me off screen. But anyway, that'll be it for today. Tomorrow you got Mara and Ed, a new combination. That'll be a good time. We'll catch y'all then. But until then, we out.
Later.